This week on Now Here with Chris and Kell.
Hello, friends.
We're in a magical place. We don't know. They brought us here at 13 knots. We thought it was 20 knots. There was an open bar, can you tell? Also, check this out.
Last week we sailed over from La Cruz and parked ourselves at a slip at Marina Puerto Vallarta. Now it's time to do some exploring.
Shall we go on walkabout?
Yeah, let's go on walkabout.
So they tucked us in amongst the charter and fishing boats, and that's okay. There's a lot of them here, and there's a lot of music that goes along with being in this area. But the marina is very nice. Water, power, potable water. That's a big thing. Use it all you need. It seems a little surreal being able to just like use water for whatever. We're gonna drop our trash off and look around the marina.
Chris empties basura, take 1. Success.
And I got my little key card in here.
Fancy that. Yes, here you need a key card not just to get on the dock, but also to get off the dock. Weird, right?
Gotta watch out for crocodiles here.
That's actually not even a joke. They do show up from time to time because the rivers are close. Lots of restaurants, lots of massage places, pharmacies, coffee houses, yeah. Convenience stores, anything you can need. We're gonna head this way to the very end of the marina and then come all the way back and play a little game. All right, this gate is the starting point. Here's the game. The game is you have to pick your vendor and see who wins with the most. I've already picked massagers. You think that's it?
I think that's it. Other than like clothing shops, but
Well, you can pick clothing shops.
I guess I'll have to by default.
There's pharmacies all over the place.
Okay.
There's convenience stores. So pick your horse. I'm picking massage parlors.
I'm gonna pick clothing shops.
Let's do it. You see any clothes in there? Okay, there's shirts. All right, we'll count that as 1.
1. Well.
Uh-oh, dos. Kelly jumps out to the early lead. We're gonna keep a side count because I can see 2 pharmacies from here. So there's number 1 and number 2. A natural spa. So there's number 1. 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Coming back. At the end of the first block, it is tied. 5-5.
A few moments later.
I'm on 8, right? Yeah. I tied you, and then I got 2 more around the corner. Ah, 9. Free pedicure and manicure for $35. It's a hell of a deal. Hell of a deal, Kelly. Winner gets a massage. This is a heated battle. This is 13 for both of us. 14 to 14. So 14, 14, 10 right now. All right, before I reveal the final score, this was not rigged. We did this completely random. There were 14 massage parlors, 12 pharmacies, and 15 places you could buy a t-shirt or clothes of some kind.
I was very surprised. I thought the spa game was a lot harder.
Kelly wins. She's the big wiener. You're the biggest wiener.
How do these places stay in business?
I don't know, man.
It is weird. The entire time we were here, never once did we see someone actually enter one of these massage parlors. Another weird thing for us were all these signs to watch out for crocodiles.
This is why they have the signs.
See that ramp there?
That's how they get up. Why would they do that? The crocodile game, no joke.
In addition to crocodiles, there were also quite a few iguanas sunning on the rocks. These guys are also fun to watch, and far less deadly. Anyway, we both took advantage of the showers, and now that we're nice and clean, we're getting pretty hungry. Time for a late lunch, or is it an early dinner? Burgers sound good. We popped into D's Route 66, and Chris couldn't resist when he found this on the menu.
Excited?
Immensely.
Get your stretches in.
You can't touch those
Okay.
or I lose.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's huge!
Alright, good deal.
No time limit on this eating challenge, but he does have to put down 3.85 pounds of food, this monster burger, and a whole basket of fries.
First bite.
How is it? How's the meat?
It's tasty.
Good.
We're at the halfway point, and Chris breaks out the flavor maker, salt. Ah yes, that wakes up the tired taste buds. Onward! Well folks, just a few bites left, but what's with the wiggle dance? Is that to make room?
Go to Moss.
Monster Maya.
Is that your mantra?
He did it! Finished it all, along with his beer too. And all he got was this lousy and rather rude t-shirt.
This isn't a t-shirt for you, huh, Kell?
That beast of a burger was not without consequence, however. Back at the boat, it promptly set Chris into a food coma. I settle in to catch up on some work, and we both called it a night. Welcome to day 2 of Marina life, and if you've been following along, you know all about our ongoing Watermaker Saga.
Heading back to the machine shop now that we're in the marina. It's a long walk instead of a long bus ride and a long walk, so that's good. Love to have this thing finally finished.
Chris makes it to the machine shop, and they're actually open, so we're already winning today.
Got a very good feeling from these guys. Like they are genuinely interested in making like high quality products. So hopefully it all works out. So far I'm very impressed. And if the price tag isn't too huge, that would be great too.
But honestly, the cost of fabricating these couple of parts for our existing and otherwise operational system would be nothing compared to the cost of a whole new system. Anyway, back at the boat now, maximizing the most of our marina water service.
Yesterday while we were cleaning the boat, we pulled all the chain out that we've been using and gave it a nice freshwater rinse. Plus, there was a layer of the chain that was in the water in La Cruz that got this like hairy, funky growth on it. So we had it all laid out on our dock here, like up and down. At about like 8 o'clock at night, the dock attendant came over and said, "Hey man, after 6, this is in Spanish, I had to try to decode this, which I'm still not great at. After 6, you can't have your chain out or anything on the dock. The fingers have to be clean," which I like that rule, but I would like to have known it beforehand. That would have been helpful. Anyway, so we had to hustle and we put it in the dinghy. And Kelly's like, "Is that gonna like sink the dinghy?" I'm like, "No, dude. You can put 4 human beings in that dinghy. There's no way that chain is going to sink it." But what I didn't factor in is when we get in the dinghy, there's a little seam leak that starts to develop. It doesn't happen when you're on a plane, and it doesn't happen when it's empty. It's only when it pushes down, and it just kind of trickles in while you're sitting in it. When I got here this morning, I find out, yes, I am in fact sinking the dinghy, and it's got a fair bit of seawater in it. So look at this. Yeah, there's a fair bit of water in there. So, you know, she was right. I am sinking the dinghy, which is a bummer because that fuzzy growth comes off a lot better if it's dried out and we've just resaturated it. So now I'm going to race the clock. It's pretty early in the morning, like 10 o'clock. I'll lay it back out here and hope to goodness that I can get it dried and cleaned before 6 p.m. tonight.
While our chain is rebaking in the sun, Chris was summoned back to the machine shop.
En route to visit number 3 to go see about our Watermaker parts. Apparently they're done and they wanted to ask me about the bolts, but we'll see when we get there. Hopefully everything is a-okay and is going to work well. We might finally have these things. The next question is, will they work? Because I just made them up.
The black pulley is our existing piece and the shiny silver is the part they have made for us. They really just want to know where we need the bolt holes threaded or smooth, but the language barrier makes phone calls difficult.
Well, that was a lot of walking just to answer a couple of questions, but the pieces look like they're progressing nicely, so that's good. Hope it's not too expensive.
The real reason we're in this marina is that Chris's parents are flying in to visit us, and we knew it'd be a whole lot more convenient to hang out with them if we could be close to their resort. Also, I should mention today is the solar eclipse.
Heading to the airport to collect my parents. They're flying during this thing. What we will experience is totality, which is 96% here in Puerto Vallarta. It'll be pretty neat. I saw almost the exact same totality in Portland in 2017, so aren't I a lucky boy?
Chris arrived at the airport way ahead of schedule, so he killed time watching the eclipse. Luckily, a nice lady saw him squinting directly into the sun and offered up a pair of viewing glasses.
Didn't really get that dark. I guess 5% of the sun is a lot of sun still. At the airport looking for a restroom. They haven't even landed yet. I'm way early.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
If you're flying into Puerto Vallarta, do not stop at the bar outside. The beers are 4 times as expensive as I've ever paid. Plus they gave me change in a giant handful, just to be spiteful.
Yes, the parents have arrived! They collected me from the boat and we ventured into town to walk the Malecon and explore the town of Puerto Vallarta.
Smile! We're making it! We're doing it!
We explored the markets, hiked up a giant staircase, and crossed over some sketchy bridges. This particular Malecon provides some good entertainment and a really excellent view of Banderas Bay.
Chris doing.
Greg and Mary are the first guests we've had in Mexico, so we wanted to make the most of their trip. Exploring the town and seeing the sights was a great way to start. The following morning, the boys went out golfing while Mary and I hung out by the pool, and we quickly made a new friend.
Picture. He's definitely creeping.
At first, it was kinda cool to see these boys so close, but they were starting to get a little too friendly. I wonder how the boys are faring.
Today we're golfing, and so far I'm tied with my dad after 2 holes, which is like the best I've ever done forever. He's having a shitty round though, but I want to show you something. That, right there, is a crocodile. Look at him before I swim.
Well, I'd say golf just got a whole lot more exciting. Definitely not fishing any balls out of this pond today. Yep, crocodiles were everywhere on this course. After golf and pool time, we met back up at the marina. Time to headtail it out of this crocodile cage. Here's where we saw the biggest boy of the day, just waiting for a tasty stray dog to get too close. But we had to hustle because tonight we splurge on the single best attraction in all of Banderas Bay, the Rhythms of the Night. Tickets are north of $150 per person, but we were told it's totally worth it. After paying the port fee, we climb aboard to our transport catamaran and find a seat. They waste no time getting the cocktails flowing from the full bar and pumping out some sweet tunes. The energy was high and just the perfect amount of drinks flowing. Just after the sun set over the water, we arrived at a gorgeous and mysterious oasis, lit up by torches. We disembarked the vessel on a safe and secure dock, which was a nice change of pace for us given our usual dinghy landings. We were guided along a torchlit path that made our way up past some surprise guests.
This seems like a pretty great place. We'll just stay here.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, they do a great job. Dad, she's gonna get dried out. Push her. Push her back in the ocean.
Hello, friends.
We're in a magical place. We don't know. They brought us here at 13 knots. We thought it was 20 knots. There was an open bar, can you tell? Also, check this out. Those are tits.
God, Chris, somebody take his drink. Anyway, we take our seats just in time. The show is about to begin. Cirque du Soleil has nothing on Rhythms of the Night. The costumes, the lighting, the set design, and the performers had us all on the edge of our seats. There was definitely a plot, but it was completely lost on us. However, that didn't take away from our enjoyment of the show. At this point, we were all pretty hungry. Time to hike back through the jungle.
This is so cool.
We arrive at the buffet for dinner and are guided to our table.
Table right here, sir.
Okay, right here?
Yes.
Okay, gracias.
As far as buffets go, this one far exceeded our expectations. Hands down, one of the best culinary experiences we've had in Mexico. After dinner, we said goodbye to this magical place and made our way back to the boat. But the party didn't stop there. The crew provided some lively entertainment the whole way back to port. Was the rhythm of the night kinda pricey? Yeah. Did they earn every bit of it? Hell yeah. We definitely recommend. It's a 20. The following morning, we meet the parents for breakfast at the top of the lighthouse in the marina, mostly because it's a freaking lighthouse, and we just thought that would be cool. Getting up to the restaurant is an adventure of its own, all part of the experience. The lobby for the elevator is a small but tall art gallery. The elevator is nice and intimate. With 3 people, it felt like we were at max capacity.
I'm afraid of heights. I should have told you.
In no time at all, we reached the top where Greg and Mary had already arrived.
Thank you. Buenos dias, señor. Oh, it's open air too. That's cool.
Our advice? Come here for the view, but not the food. Also, don't come hangry because you'll be waiting a long time. Well, after breakfast, we headed out for more exploring, this time in the central part of Puerto Vallarta. We wouldn't be going hungry today, that's for sure. Today, we'd be indulging in a little guacamole tour. First stop, Casa Tradicional Cocina Mexicana. This place has a cool, eclectic vibe and friendly service. Here we enjoyed some fresh tableside salsa and guacamole.
Oh yeah.
La famosa.
Ah, yeah. There we
Ok,
go.
ahí está el guacamole.
Thank
Y le
you.
vamos a dejar sal.
Okay, excellent.
Bienvenidos. Mi casa es tu casa, ¿ok?
That's good. Let's try this now. Very tasty. Es delicioso. Para mí, me gusta. Sí.
After that round, we put in our steps to the next restaurante. It was at this point Chris came up with a fun jingle for the day.
Hi. Hi.
Another stop we made was Peepee's. This place was nostalgic for Chris and his parents. They came here when Chris was just 20 on a family vacation, and the tableside guacamole was forever ingrained as the best. Will today's experience live up?
Cilantro y oregano.
Cilantro, tomatoes, onion, oregano, salt,
Alright. Dig in. How is Peepee's?
Okay, so we Googled the best place to get tableside guacamole. Pepe's, the place we were just at, and another place called Margarita something, came up as the best. This one blows the last place out of the water in my opinion. Just the complexity of flavor is so good.
You've been here 3 times, and every time it's still good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the margaritas aren't bad either. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and the following morning, our lovely guests would be flying back to the States.
There they go. Dad's already talking to someone. I got him to the airport, but I didn't really want to stand in that line. They should be fine.
And while Chris is out and about, guess what?
We got our Watermaker parts. Now it's a question of if my design was correct. Oh my God, there's like 4,000 pounds on my back right now. It's pretty heavy. The total was 6,280 pesos, which is just over half of what we got quoted for in La Paz. So happy to wait for that kind of savings. Great, nothing but great things to say about Neptuno here in Puerto Vallarta. I definitely recommend them. The only thing that was tough was just the communication barrier, but the owner spoke English. It was just the person I was kind of going back and forth from. I had to use Google Translate a lot. But man, I'm in their country. I should be better at Spanish by now. Very happy to be heading back to the boat, and hopefully this all fits and works out great. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Here, will you hold this for me?
That was really heavy.
Yeah. Want to see what I got?
Sure.
Here's the piece de resistance. That's the spacer.
Cool.
Es grande. Here was the sample bracket. This little wimpy thing. And these are the new ones. So, and it's way thicker. So that should not have a problem. Tonight is our last night here in Marina Vallarta. We move over to a different marina for one more week. It's like been very different than our experience in Mexico thus far, in that we just kind of seem to be marina hopping and living the good life with food and drink and things like that. But soon we will be out on the hook once more. I'm kind of looking forward to it, mostly because our bank account got really deflated while we were here.
I haven't even looked at it.
Yeah, don't. It's a bit of a depression. Let's go find some food.
Okay.
That's it for this week. Keep watching for our blooper reel sponsored by our patrons, Mary and Greg. Yeah, that Mary and Greg. Thanks, guys.
It
'Cause
does.
it's just
I was
there.
doing dishes yesterday. Totally different experience.
Yeah.
There's water everywhere.
It is. Maybe it's just because I've lost my eternal youthful excitement. Obviously not that eternal. You can call me Harry Belafonte. Oh look, a vending machine. I wonder what they sell. What? Cheese? Videoing. It's a video. I'm hilarious. It's like our boat is an Italian restaurant and the beach is Survivor. Kelly, you need to work on your stroll. You always walk with a purpose. You need to walk casually and look around. I got a video in the video of the video.
Your Inception videoing.
Yep. What are these ladies supposed to be? Little butterfly ladies? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe ask him. Find out.